everyone. I hope y'all are doing pretty good tonight. And wait, hang on. Let me redo the intro. Greetings, creatures and humans alike. I am MagiQDog, and I am with my friend Karis here, as we're going to be talking about something that has recently happened in the One Piece world, like around a week ago.
Yeah, about a week ago.
Yeah. I was wanting to do this earlier, but I didn't know how to approach it until I talked to my friend Karis here. So, we're going to be talking about what Oda has recently done for One Piece. And the best way to talk about this is to go ahead and bring up the website first. So, I got this website pulled up, basically TokyoWeekender.com. And the secret of One Piece has finally been written, but remains hidden at sea. On Wednesday, the latest installment of the hugely, well, I can't go by word, but basically, after 600 million copies have sold worldwide, Oda apparently, and I'm using air quotes apparently, has wrote down the ending for One Piece and has put it in a special treasure box inside a special airtight container, had his team take it to some unknown location in the middle of the ocean, and has dropped it down to how far did they say it was?
I don't remember. It just said the bottom of the ocean. That's all I can hear. That's all I remember reading all the articles. They just said the bottom of the ocean. They didn't say how far down it was.
Right. I heard that it was like around 600 meters below or somewhere around there. But yeah, he dropped it down there, and he pretty much told the world, like, I've done this, it's somewhere out there, y'all do with that information. And the internet has went absolutely crazy over this. I have seen a bunch of people doing all kinds of plannings, gathering up materials. They're saying that they're going to go find the One Piece. I think a YouTuber, like a more famous one, said that they're going to go and find the One Piece. I have seen memes of people on boats going out there trying to find it. And I even... Huh?
They even said, too, I just read an article that said fans in Japan raised $100,000 to go try and find it.
Oh my god, 100... Yes, I heard about that. I saw that pass it by on Facebook.
Yeah.
And that is...
I don't know how true it is, but still.
Yeah. I mean, it is going insane. The fact that Oda himself has done this, and the fact that the world is going bananas over this is insane. However, we're here to talk about a few key points. And I feel like the best way to just list it out is this. 1. Did he actually do this, or is this a marketing tool? 2. If he did done this, why would he do this other than the marketing thing, of course? 3. Do people really need to go out there and try to find this? And 4. If they do go out there and find it, is it actually the One Piece written on there or something else? And 5. If it is the actual ending of One Piece written on there, should it be shared or should it be destroyed?
Okay.
Yep. So let's talk about the first part, which is... Crap, I lost my train of thought. What was the first one again?
Was it like what should they open it if they find it?
No. I think that was the last one, or the third one. Oh, the first one is like, is this actually real? Well, I do think that the stunt that happened is real, because they made like a whole video about it, which is like right here. Oh, shit. Hang on a second. There we go. It's like right here, and it's actually like written down everything. I can't read Japanese, but apparently it is written down. It is 100% fact that a crew was sent out to the middle of the ocean and everything and dropped it off. So it is 100% real. But let me ask you, do you think it's 100% real?
I believe it's real. I don't see why you would go. I mean, even if it was a quote unquote publicity stunt, I don't see why you'd go through all that trouble to do that, because that'd just be a waste of resources and time and money.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
Especially for it to be like a joke.
Mm-hmm. But then again, I know that Oda is a practical prankster and stuff. For all we know, he could have just done something else with this, like probably wrote down like "gotcha" or something like that on the paper, showing him.
True.
But the stunt of him actually taking it and hiding it in the ocean is 100% real. Now, I think the second part that I said was like, why, obviously, other than a publicity stunt, would he do this? Because after all, I don't think he's ever wrote it down for anyone to see in public. Like, obviously, I think the ones that do know what the One Piece is probably like his closest, the closest people to him, which would be like his editors, his wife, and maybe the head of Toei Animation Studios.
Plus it wouldn't surprise me if they were under, if there was like they're under some sort of like contract where they say like, hey, you can't tell anybody about the ending, period.
Mm-hmm. Otherwise, they'll get sued out the ass.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Because the only way I can see why it hasn't been leaked yet or someone hasn't said, I mean, come on.
Mm-hmm. I mean, if it is written down somewhere, I imagine that it'll be inside like a very secret vault, either at Oda's house or maybe at Toei Animation Studio or like maybe at the office where his editors are at, just somewhere like that.
Yeah, exactly. I can see that.
Mm-hmm. Like,
or it's like you said, or it could be the classic, or it could be the like how they do in the video games. Oh, somebody goes and gets it, and it's like, oh, by the way, oh, so you found it. By the way, it's actually go here. Like, really?
yeah.
Like,
I could imagine them do that.
Oh yeah, it's somewhere else entirely. Wait, what the? All right. Yeah, I came all the way out here, rented this boat, got a crew, and you're going to tell me I gotta go all the way. Well, a sick argument here. Like, I gotta go all the way to freaking China to get it, and be like, yeah.
Yep. Or maybe somewhere's on an island like Hawaii. Ooh, it'd be so good if it was on Hawaii.
Right.
Now, I feel like, I mean, obviously, they done this for the celebration of the 600 millionth copy of the manga worldwide, which is a huge achievement. So this is obviously a major marketing strategy. But still, I could imagine them doing something else other than putting the One Piece in a treasure box and putting it out there for anyone to find. Let's see. What's a good example? Maybe Oda himself doing like a world tour or something to answer questions across the countries of the world or something like that.
Could be.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I feel like with this though, it's like this is like the hugest thing ever. Because not just in One Piece, but throughout anime and manga history in general, people has always wondered what the One Piece actually is. It has been a well-kept secret ever since back in 1997 when the first chapter got released. Mm-hmm. And
But even then, he's only confirmed things, bit by bit by saying, hey, just so you know, the One Piece isn't some lame concept like it was the journey or it was the friends who made along the way. No, he confirmed it is going to be some form of treasure.
yeah, he wrote that down in the SBS because a fan asked him.
Yeah.
And he's hinted it in the anime too, especially at Wano arc. Man, Wano was a pretty good arc. Mm-hmm. But yeah, this is just like a huge thing. I could not see why they would use this stunt to celebrate the 600 million copies.
Yeah, you figure this would be more like a right before the final chapter kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. But yeah, especially like this would be more like something to where he would have a 2-week break and then hidden the treasures and maybe hit like the One Piece ending and then give kind of like a clue or a puzzle on where the coordinates will be at.
And they'd probably be like, hey, whoever finds it first can actually leak it.
Mm-hmm. That's how I feel. Now,
if you find it first, you can leak it.
Yeah. Now, here's the part 3 that I was talking about earlier. People going out and find it. Or something like that. I can't remember. My memory is like that of a goldfish. But, huh?
At least you're not doing it all. Squirrel!
Yeah. Yeah, it's just like I'd be talking like this and be like, squirrel! But,
no, I think, I don't know, I'm not sure what unless he's assuming the next war we're getting into is going to end up sinking the entire continent, so we might live in the One Piece world, where the world's been flooded.
Oh god, I hope that's not the case.
Right?
If that's the case, I'm moving back to the supernatural. Yeah, I'm gonna be like, F this shit, I'm out.
Right?
But anyways. Oh, hey, Knight, how are you doing this fine night? We got someone in the chat. But yeah, we're pretty much discussing about One Piece, so we do got some major spoilers, by the way. Oh, I like Fight Night. It was a really good game I played last night. It was one of the funniest games I've ever played, especially involving a vampire of all things. But I loved it. I gotta show you the trailer of that after we end the stream. But anyways, kind of going back into it, like obviously people are going to go out there and they're going to find this. Like what we talked about earlier, people are already starting to try to find out where this treasure is located and trying to find it, which is crazy in and of itself. Because could you imagine the money and resources needed in order to pull this stunt?
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Can you imagine the money, time, resources it would take to actually get out there and try to locate it?
Yeah. Like,
especially given you don't have a clue where it is.
Mm-hmm. Like, people says that it's probably around like the seas of Japan or something, but let's be real, it could be anywhere in the ocean. I mean, all we saw in the video, which, hang on just a second, I'm actually gonna find it real quick. There we go. And I'm gonna bring this up. Real quick. But yeah, see? There is no land whatsoever. All there is the sea, the clouds, and the little thingy right here. There is nothing whatsoever indicating it. By the way, that's what the box looks like. Oh man. And let's see. Yeah, they don't show anything marvelous of it. They don't even show any animals or sea life in it. Showing that this could be anywhere else worldwide.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So for those that I've been seeing that's like, oh yeah, we were able to figure it out by this and that, I'm gonna say bullshit. It's gonna take a while before you find this thing.
Oh yeah, you try to so you can't say like, I found it by using this sea creature and triangulating where this sea creature lives, or there's like, if you look to, there's no like species of coral or any other sea stuff that's on the floor. Like there's no like coral or anything around it, so you can't say, I know where it's specifically where this coral reef is.
Mm-hmm. It's like there's nothing to indicate where it's at whatsoever. Then again, I am no biologist, I am no navigator, so I have no idea if someone could detect it. But if they can, they must have had years of skills and studying and all that stuff in order to figure out where this location is at.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. Now, this is going to lead up to another thing. Should people actually go out and find this thing, open it up, and see what the One Piece is?
I also would say no.
I am 100% on that. I say no. Leave it where it's at. Do not go find it. Do not don't even dream about it. Don't even dream about going to find it. And here's my reason. At first, I was like, I sent the message to you, and I was like, we gotta go find this, Cars.
Yeah, I remember Q.
Yeah, because I was super excited about it. But then the hype died down, and I was like, wait a minute. Do I really want to go out there and find the spoiler ending of one of the greatest stories of modern time and ruin that experience for me when I could just wait a few years from now and wait till I see it just as much as everyone else? And I'm just like, yes, I am going to wait. I'm not going to go out there. I'm not even going to joke about going out there and find it. I'm just like, nope. I made a critical error in my brain whenever I decided to share that and say like, hey, we got to go find it. No, I'm not going to do that. And truth be told, I don't think anyone else needs to either. Because God knows that whoever finds it, they're going to film it. They're going to sew what is written on there or find a translator to sew what's on there. And then they're going to put it on YouTube and it's going to get spread all across the world. And I'm going to get spoiled and I'm going to get very pissed off being like, what? They spoiled this shit for me? What the fuck? Oh, sorry. What the?
Really got a bleep effect.
Yes. Yeah, I do got like a sound box, but I always forget to turn it on before I turn on Streamlabs and stuff, so it's just kind of hanging out.
Okay, we're playing on the sound box this time to do this.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, in my opinion, it's almost word for word what you said, but I also said there's no point in, especially with the times we're living in with inflation, it's getting harder to live. Like, granted, people are wasting time on Disney, being Disney adults, so it's not out of the realm of possibility that people would waste money on this sort of thing. But I said there's no point, like Q said, there's no point in trying to find this thing. You do, they end up spoiling it, and then now everybody doesn't want to read the last chapter because they already know what happened.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's no, and then on top of that, like, there's no, like, I was with Q on the whole, hey, let's go try and find it. Then as I said, I was like, wait, we'd have to be really dumb to try and go find this thing.
Exactly.
And especially with the influencer, like that influencer saying all that, I said, given the age of the current generation, like they're so addicted to these influencers, they might actually do it.
Mm-hmm. And it's ridiculous and stuff. Like, it really is. By the way, I'm gonna turn up your volume and stuff. We can hear you, but right here would be a lot better for you. Sorry. But yeah, I'm like that too. Like, with everything else going on across the world and throughout our lives, do we really need to go do something like this when we could just wait a few years and figure out what it is?
Right. And we already said we're already in the final arc, so like this would probably be different if this was all the way back in Eni's lobby. Then we'd be like, holy crap.
Yeah. By the way, I don't know if we're in the final arc. I know we're in the final saga, but I say we still got maybe 2 to 3 more arcs to go. I think at least. Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that. I meant to say, I said arc, but I think I meant to say saga. I said arc, but I think I meant to say saga.
Yeah, because after Elbaf, I feel like we still need to check out Lone Star. I feel like we need to check out Laugh Tale. We still need to do the Throne War or the Final War. There's something with the moon that I hope that we get to see as well, because the moon's been heavily speculated in the side stories. And then the epilogue, which is like finding the treasure and stuff. Everything's done. The world government has collapsed, which I hope it does. And, you know, stuff like that.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I did hear one theory. Someone says, what if the government collapses and they beg the Straw Hats to take over for a little bit? I was like, to control the chaos.
I don't know about that. I feel like
I was like, I could see why you would think that, because it'd be like, hey, we can't control it. The world's gone to the dogs. Like, and I'm like, but here's the question: why would Luffy understands what it means to be a pirate? Why would he do that?
yeah. Truth be told, it would make more sense if Dragon were to help reshape the world.
That's what I thought. It was gonna be one of those like I could see him showing up and being like, "Hey, I'm taking over. Hey, I'm gonna take over." Like, and he asked Luffy to join him. He goes, "Why would I do that?"
Yeah, I feel like Dragon will do that. But anyways, we're getting off track.
Yeah.
Now, another question. Did Oda actually wrote down the ending of One Piece on the paper, or did he wrote something else?
I agree with what you said earlier. I'd say he probably wrote a joke.
Yeah. Either wrote a joke, or, and this is a shout out to Tekken 101, because he done like a discussion about this too. He said that maybe like, here is a ticket, go meet Oda. He may tell you what the ending actually is. And of course you have to sign like a bunch of contracts and stuff saying like you cannot tell anyone this. And then you have an interview with him and he tells you what the One Piece actually is.
Okay, see, I can see that before it being the actual. I could see that before it being like the actual ending. I could see that.
Yeah, I feel like that. And if it's not that, then maybe like something else, like maybe like a rare edition of a manga or something that is signed by Oda himself. Maybe it's like a special DVD collection of all the One Piece seasons that are out so far. Maybe it's like a picture and a handshake with Oda himself. Or, and this is more of my take, I hope that it's like a bunch of rare One Piece card collections, because I would love to get my hands on that.
I'd say it's more like I'd say it's probably like, in my opinion, it'd probably be more like, hey, alright, I'm gonna give you get the entire, like, he's already got it all written down, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, the manga he's already done with it, and instead of you getting, like, the actual One Piece, you get, like, the whole series as a whole in manga form. So then it's like, hey, alright, now you got it, so now you can read it. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Before anybody else does. But you got the whole series from beginning to end.
Yeah.
But then like you said, you gotta sign something to where you can't reveal anything about it.
Mm-hmm. That's how I feel as well. And I think that will be like a way better thing than the actual ending of One Piece. Because I will say, I just don't want to see that. And, oops. There we go. And this is kind of leading up to the final question. If anyone does find it, should they reveal it or should they destroy it? And before you answer, I'm going to answer my question with this single picture right here. Destroy it.
Okay.
Yep. If I had like a translator and they looked at me being like, yeah, this is the actual ending of One Piece, I'm going to take that paper and I'm going to shred it to bits, and then I'm going to throw it in the trash can and then light that trash can on fire. I do not want to know what the ending is. And I do not want to spoil it for anyone else. And I will look at that editor and I will look at that translator and I'll be like, I can't do it now, but I will pay you like $1,000 later on you do not tell anyone about this. You forget what you read on that paper. You understand me? And they'll be like, yeah, sure.
Oh yeah, no, I get it.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, that's what I would do with the. I'd say the same thing. I'd say like, yeah, no, we gotta destroy it. There's no point in trying to. Like, yeah, we need to destroy it because there's no point in trying to look at this and then be like, hey, because then somebody's gonna, because somebody on that crew is gonna be like, gonna take a video. If it was me, I'd be like, hey, no one's allowed to bring any video cameras or anything on the ship.
I'll tell them they're going to get overthrown. I'm going to tell them they're going to get overthrown if they bring a camera. I'll just toss them into the ocean.
Oh yeah, because someone's going to want to record it and be like, or someone's going to do it in secret.
Mm-hmm. And
like,
yeah, and I don't want that. I don't want to know what the One Piece ending is. That is the one thing that I do not want to get spoiled on. Now, you know me, Karis. I'm the type that don't care about getting spoiled about stuff here and there. But the One Piece ending, I do not want to know what it is.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Because like Going ahead, sorry. Going ahead.
I was like, but yeah, like you said, there's no point in trying to be like, hey, oh, it won't, like, there's going to be somebody like, oh, it won't be that bad, or it's like, oh, like, no, that's not the point. It's like, if you've been waiting for a series for so long, there's no point in trying to, if you've been waiting for, what is it called? If you've been waiting for a series for so long, you don't want to spoil it. It's like when we were kids and we used to watch stuff on the television, waiting week for week to watch a show end on TV.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Oh, exactly. It's like every other show. That's like with Kolyoko. That's like with Courage the Cowardly Dog. That's like Codename Kids Next Door, Billy and Mandy, Ben 10, Generator Rex, Lilo and Stitch, Danny Phantom, and all those other cartoon series. I love to see how each show ends.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I feel like having the One Piece ending spoiled for me, that will be the worst thing that could ever happen to me. Just affecting with the anime stuff and all that stuff. And I think I'll give up on anime at that point. I'll be like, well, guys, this is the end of my journey and stuff. I feel like not being on the internet no more. Bye.
Right.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I think we're both in agreement. Just no.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
Mm-hmm. Now, that's pretty much brought up all the major points that I thought of. What about you? Is there anything else you want to add to this?
You pretty much covered them all.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Now we could discuss about what it could be, because there's no harm in speculations.
True.
Mm-hmm. Because my friend Drindo, he pretty much hasn't watched One Piece or anything about it yet. Well, correction, he's kind of at the red line part with Laboon and stuff. Although he took a break because he was kind of weirded out by the whale.
Yeah.
But he keeps asking me questions and stuff, and he's the type that doesn't care about spoilers either. And he asked me, so I was just like, sure, why not? And he asked me what I think the One Piece ending is, and this is what I think. Obviously, it's going to be a tangible treasure, but I think it's going to be a shitload of treasure, like a mountain pile of it. Just gold, rubies, sapphires, emeralds, silver, all kinds of treasures, from watches to swords and all that and more. But I also think there's going to be a poneglyph that's going to tell the true history of the 4th century, along with a message from Troy Boy, who might ask the person that has found the One Piece to kind of fulfill his promise that he couldn't keep. Mm-hmm. Because this is kind of like the part of when Odin was writing down like the ancient weapons, the will of D, the voice century. We learned all about this and more on that last island. And it's like there's gotta be a poneglyph or something there. Mm-hmm. Now, this is just speculation. I don't know if that's true or not. That's just based on what I've seen in the manga and in the anime. Because after all, Rayleigh did tell Robin that she'll learn everything about the voice century at the Laugh Tale.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But what do you think it's going to be?
I kind of think same way you do. It's gonna be like it's gonna be like enough treasure to where the Straw Hats can retire and not have to do anything else for the rest of their lives. But I think it's gonna basically be everything they want. Like for Robin, it's a giant library. For Frankie, it's the blueprints for a new weapon or a new ship or something. Like Zoro gets like 3 new legendary swords, and or it's like, and then like Sanji gets a map that takes him directly to the All Blue. And Nami gets like, and they have a thing where Nami says, "Oh, you finally have all you need to map out the world."
So your thing. Oh, go on ahead. Sorry.
Like something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Basically, it's like the One Piece. It's like some kind of wish granting thing that could grant like simple wishes, like desires and the dreams.
I wouldn't say wish granting per se. I would just say, hey, we like, because it would just make sense with Roger's crew being all over. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think I know what you mean.
It's like I'm basically saying like, hey, we're gonna like all basically like this. Like it's like finding a vault and having all the secrets of the world in there.
I see.
Not really wish granting. So not wish granting, but it's like, hey, oh, we have all I have everything I know what all you want, and I can give it to you.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, basically saying, hey, I have the One Piece. Like, okay, the One Piece isn't just, it is a tangible treasure, but it's also like, hey, we've been to the All Blue. We've been here. We know where the 3 legendary swords are. Like, we know where blah, 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 all that stuff is. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Basically, you're saying, like, it's basically like a giant library that tells the person where the stuff that they want their dreams to come true is at. Like, giving them directions on where to go to.
Basically, yes.
Yeah. Now, I know other people speculated that there might be a tree there that creates, like, the devil fruits and stuff, but I don't know about that one. That's just a theory that I've heard.
I don't think it'd be that. That'd be way... there'd be no point in them finding devil fruits, because, they all can't... Because they already said they can't eat 2, unless this tree is a special case where it's like, hey, if you eat one from this particular fruit, maybe instead of it being like, oh, if you pick if you pick the fruit from this tree, you can eat 2 of them. You can eat one, even if you already have a devil fruit, you'll get another one. Versus like if you eat one that's not off the tree, that's not freshly picked, it'll kill you.
Right. But yeah, like I said though, this is all speculation stuff, folks. We actually don't know what it is, and we don't really want to know. But it is fun to think of what it could be.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. Now, think there's anything else that we should talk about related to Oda's stunt before? Go ahead.
I think we pretty much covered it.
Yeah.
Again, anything else?
I do say though, if it is anything else that's written in the box other than what the One Piece is, like I said, I will hope that it will be like, how about this? How about a meeting with Oda, and Oda can grant you one thing that he's capable of doing, which may include spoiling what the One Piece is. I would obviously choose like some of the cards that I don't got yet, like those manga cards and stuff. I would love to get my hands on a bunch of those.
I'd honestly be like this. Okay, answer me this. Since you said, I'd be like this. Okay, since you said none of the Straw Hats are gonna get with, none of the Straw Hats are gonna get together. Who are they getting with who? Just so I know. Future reference. That's all I want to know. Who's getting with who? Like,
you're just wanting to be the shipper.
Pretty much, yes. Like, I just want to know, does Luffy finally get with Boa, or is this just a waste of my time? Like, or what are we doing here?
Oh my goodness, that's hilarious. But that is a good question to ask him.
Yeah, no, it makes me laugh too, especially considering, because, you know, people always ask him that, because I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm. Honestly, other than the cars, I may just also ask him for like a huge autograph for like one item that I got that's One Piece related.
Fair enough.
Yep. I would prefer to just get something like that instead of the ending to One Piece.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Anything else? Now, let me ask you this then. Out of the famous YouTubers or people in general that is into One Piece, who do you think might have the best shot of finding it?
You would know that question better than I would, Q. I don't really follow YouTubers like that.
Oh, well.
To have like a specific, like, you know, oh, I know who has their best shot. I don't really follow YouTubers like that, to be completely honest.
Well, truth be told, there's not a lot of VTubers I follow that's into One Piece except for Taking 101. He's pretty much the main one I follow, and he has no desire to find it whatsoever.
Yeah, I would think if anyone's really trying to find it, you know, it's like, hey, like I don't really follow when people say, oh, hey, we're gonna do this. Like, no, do it, then send your stuff. Don't be like, hey, I'm gonna do this, and then you don't do it.
Yeah. Honestly, if we're talking about like the big shot YouTubers and stuff, there's two that I got in mind, and I really hope they don't do it, and that would be Mr. Beast and Logan Paul.
Oh god.
Yeah, I feel like those two would try to find it just for the content and stuff. Which then again, I don't know them personally and stuff. I just know based on what they've done and all that. But I hope they don't. I hope no one goes out and tries to find it and stuff. Or they don't have any success in finding it until after One Piece is done.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. Or I hope that there's just nothing on there. It would be funny if it's like an angry One Piece character just flipping them off like lol.
Right. Or you get it and it says, oh, by the way, I ain't telling you guys, blah, 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 blah. Like, yeah. It's just Oda cursing you out. Like,
yeah. Well, you can say shit and stuff. Like, I ain't telling you shit.
Right. Like,
I think that would be so funny. Like, if for whatever reason I decided to go find it, and if I saw that, I would just bust out laughing.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then I'll keep that note and stuff and have it framed up on my wall somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. But, let's see. What else is there? Now, well, let me ask you this. Do you think the treasure can withstand the ocean current before something happens that makes it crush before anyone finds it?
I have no idea.
I mean, it's kind of hard to say because based on the video I saw, it looks like they put like really good effort into keeping it locked and safe. But then again, it is the ocean.
True.
Mm-hmm.
They might have put it. Then again, he might have put it somewhere to where it does. Like eventually, it's designed to get knocked loose and go somewhere.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And based on
that.
yeah. And based on what I've seen of it, it looks like they bolted it down good. Like, let's double check just to make sure. Let's see. I'm gonna move this real quick. And we're gonna see this real quick. Yeah. It looks like they bolted it down pretty good. And it's just sitting there with the lights turned on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Truth be told, it looks like it will hold, but there's no telling because, like, at the end of the day, this could easily break because there could be like ocean currents. There could be like a huge sea animal that crashes into it or bites it or something and breaks it. And then the pressure will probably destroy it and the water will probably like wash the writing and everything out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
I could see that before anything else, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I can see that too.
It would just, man, no, I could see that before, I could see that before
anyone finds it?
Yeah.
But yeah, I think so too. I say there's an unknown time limit of when this thing will probably be crushed and destroyed.
I could see that.
And honestly, I am rooting for that.
Right.
Like, don't get me wrong, I think this is an incredible thing. But I really hope that no one finds it and spoils it for everyone. I hope that this thing draws the attention that it needs, get more people into One Piece, and then the treasure itself gets lost or destroyed.
Yeah, I could see that.
Although, could you imagine if it does get destroyed and get swept away, that you just walk along the beach and you find this treasure chest?
Oh, yeah.
Could you imagine the 1 in a million chances of finding it?
Right. Or the other joke, it'd be like, or it'd be like someone finds it and it's like, or it could be like the classic, like, oh, someone finds it, or it's like the new generation, like a few generations after, you know, One Piece is done, you know, and then it's like random kid finds it, and he's like, what is this? And he reads and he goes, it's just like I would do at the end of a show, like, what's One Piece?
Mm-hmm.
Something like that, you know what I mean?
And that's even if it goes to a country where people can read Japanese.
True.
Mm-hmm. Like, for all we know, this thing could wash up in Australia, over in the Philippines, or maybe the currents could take it all the way over to the US or something. Who knows?
True.
Yeah. Which means someone will have to be at California or hanging out with the Callies in order to find this thing.
Oh, yeah.
Just having a song. They see girls' bikinis on top.
No. You are not getting that song stuck in my head.
No, for real though. I don't think anyone is going to find this yet, and I don't think that the One Piece is actually written on there. And if it turns out that I'm wrong, I hope the person will have the common sense to destroy this thing and not let anyone see the light of day of it.
Right.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. For real though, this time. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't do anything else.
Mm-hmm. Well, I guess we could pretty much end it with that. So, thank y'all for coming on this special discussion. I hope y'all had as much fun as we did. We talked about Oda's treasure and seeing whether or not it's actually really rotten in there, or if anyone's going to find it, or if they're going to refill it or destroy it. And obviously, our take on it. And I hope you had a good time with this, Karis.
Oh, yeah, I did.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for having me again, Q. Always a pleasure.
It's no problem. I always love it whenever I get my closest friends on here. And if you guys want to see more stuff like this, Check me out on TikTok, on Twitter, on Twitch, and on the main YouTube channel and the Gamer React channel. And leave a like, subscribe, and all that kind of stuff. And with that, we bid this show adieu. So see you guys. Bye. So long. Okay, bye.